What's up, everybody? Happy belated Turkey Day. Hope y'all had a fantastic day yesterday. Man, I'm still recovering as we speak. Welcome to Hollywood Haunts, ladies and gentlemen. I am your ghost host with the most, Brian James, and my co-host, Mr. Ken Allen here. He's running a little late right now. I had to take care of something, so he'll be on the show soon. But instead, I went and got me a little firepower from the P3 program to help me out with the show tonight. Say hello, ladies and gentlemen, to the one, the only, Princess Squeakers. Yeah, do your mic, dude. We can't hear you. Can't hear you, dude. All right, Jonathan Myers, what's going on, buddy? Irene, howdy, howdy. Kimmy Wells, hiya, hiya. Facebook user.
In the car.
Hey, everybody, sorry about that. I had it muted.
Oh, see how you are, Squeaks?
I know, I had to do it, right?
So, what were you saying? Squeaker.
Back there.
Yes,
The bitch don't give a
Okay,
shit about
you're there.
that.
Sorry.
I'm here, but there's a little bit of background noise. We had a surprise. My sister came in and found out they had a cat up, and one of their cats had snuck up into their engine. So there's a cat at my house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Want a cat? Keep her.
So,
I'll keep her.
I went ahead and did the liberty of finding us a guest tonight, and I wanted to talk about a little bit of somewhere that's going to hit us here, there, Squeaks. Somewhere that's going to hit in our hearts. So I went and found one of the best paranormal investigators in Spokane, Washington, and he just so happened to agree to come on the show tonight. So without any further ado, because
Nice.
Squeakers ain't saying nothing.
I'm back. I'm just kind of afraid of my background noise a little bit. So it's okay.
Whatever. We're adding Howard Charles Johnson to the mix. Yeah.
Hello there.
How you doing, buddy?
I am doing well. How are y'all tonight?
We are fantastic. Before we start firing 101 questions at you, bud, I wanted to discuss something that hit kind of near and dear to my heart. We lost somebody tragically in the Hollywood world. He was the Green Ranger and the White Ranger on Power Rangers.
Yeah, that was a sad day.
I heard about that.
It was in the back.
And I'm not gonna lie, I squirted a tear or two for that one.
Right.
And then we also lost the stuntman for Michael Myers in the original Halloween.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was sad.
We've lost a couple good people since last episode, so hopefully their spirits have moved on to a better place and they are happier.
Yes, let's hope and pray so.
Exactly. So, Mr. Charles Howard Johnson, go ahead and tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born and raised in the hills of Kentucky. That's where I learned the appreciation of a good ghost story or a good Bigfoot story. This will really show my age, but how many of y'all still remember the Dewey Decimal System from the library?
A little bit. Yep. The Dewey Decimal System always crap. I got so mad at that.
So back in the day, before all the computer technology, they would have a number system, and each number system would be a category of cooking or sports or whatever. But mine was 133. That was the mysterious, the occult, the UFO section. So that's every time I went to the library, that was my section, and I had to credit that to helping me being interested in all the mysterious things that I am. Also grew up watching In Search of with Leonard Nimoy, Unsolved Mysteries, all those good shows. And now my dad was a Southern Baptist preacher. And of course, at church, he had to be one way, but when he got home, he was just as interested in everything as I was. So I always want to thank him for help mold my interest. But yeah, I can directly relate my upbringing to my interest. As I got older, I found out there was a major, fairly famous UFO case that I grew up that was just down the road. So that's pretty cool.
Nice. You know,
Hurry up, get out. Here's the bathroom.
with all the UFO stuff going on these days and all the reports coming out, what's your take on it?
Oh, to my mind, there's no doubt about it that our government and the powers that be are definitely withholding a lot of information. They know a lot more about what's going on than they're letting on. And hopefully, with time, we'll get more and more information. But personally, I believe there is ET activity going on, and they visited Earth, and I think it's just a matter of time before all that's revealed.
You know, one thing that my buddy always brings up when we talk is he talks a lot about conspiracy. The gold rush that hit the United States, and around the world. We want to buy your gold. Come bring us your gold. It's rumored that we stacked that gold up for an extraterrestrial group so they could come down and grab it. What are your thoughts about that?
Had not heard that. I mean, until you find otherwise, I guess we should be open to any possibilities, but I had not heard that before.
I hadn't heard that before either until my buddy was telling me about that, and it really kind of sparked my mind.
To be fair, on the flip side, you hear a lot of things, you hear a lot of wild rumors and so forth, and to try to be a good investigator, you have to look for proof and not just hearsay. And so once you hear something, you kind of have to start digging and looking for solid proof.
Absolutely. Absolutely indeed. Well, I wanted to touch on a little bit of Spokane. I mean, between the three of us, we've pretty much done it all here.
Yeah.
So do you have any fond stories that you'd like to share with the audience?
Are you speaking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, just a general, just a general view. I've investigated the Davenport Hotel before, Minnehaha. There's a bar out in Hauser Lake that I've investigated quite a few times. There's a lot of good, exciting places around Spokane, but I can tell you about my first case when I first got here. Is we were investigating an apartment in Brown's Addition, and the couple that invited us over said, "Make sure you watch the closet door. Something opens the door on its own." Well, being a brand new investigator, I kind of wrote it off, and in my head I thought, yeah, sure, whatever. And as soon as they left, they shut the door, and we set down our cases, and the door opened all by itself, and we were filled with a cold energy. And I still remember what it felt like. It was a weird cold, but we tried to shut the door and recreate it, but we were unable to, and it was very weird.
That sounds like it.
Yeah.
So, Ken Allen.
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Doing good. Fashionably late, I see.
I gotta be, man. Trust me, baby. It's a homosexual thing, honey. We got to do that shit any way we can.
Right.
Now, actually, there was a slight family emergency. My husband's sister may have had a stroke, and she lives in
Oh,
Dothan,
no.
Alabama. So, yeah.
Oh, prayers are out, man.
And strokes ain't no joke, baby, because my mother she passed away in 2000, this year, July 16th, from a stroke. But it was the hospital that killed her. It wasn't the stroke, because she completely regained everything from the stroke. The hospital killed her because they allowed her to get severe bed sores, and she became septic. So I want everybody to know
That's
that
unacceptable.
Tallahassee Memorial Hospital is who killed my mother, not a fucking stroke.
You're the second person that I've heard of in 1 month that has had problems that way, that or special person in their life passed away because of the same.
It's 2022. Can't they prevent that shit? Yes, they can. My sister, who lives in Tampa, Florida, is a nurse. They got the technology. Anyway, sorry.
Yep. Nope, you're good.
Sorry, not sorry. You know. But y'all look great. Y'all look good tonight. Y'all look good. Brian, you look great. Princess, Charles, how you doing, baby?
You there, Charles?
I am. I can't hear him. He's breaking up.
Okay. He's asking you how you're doing.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, I'm doing good. Thank you. I can't.
We seem to be having a technical difficulty here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I can hear you too, but he's breaking up on me. I can't hear anything from him.
All right. Brian. Yep. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to take you out of the show real quick, Charles.
Okay.
All right. Can we hear now?
All right. Testing. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
So we're good. Okay. We're good.
We're good. Okay. All right. How's it now?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. I can hear you too, but I'm not sure about him.
A, B, C. A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3.
No.
I can hear him.
Yeah, I can hear him too.
That's weird.
That is weird. Yeah, usually it's all at once.
Dude, that's something paranormal.
We always have stuff that's paranormal happening on this channel.
The devil arrives and you can't hear your guest.
Damn it, Ken.
These demons, man. Let me back out. Well, actually, can you back me out and then I'll come back? Can you do that?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
All right. Say hello to everybody. Tara, hello. Joshua, hello there. Three Souls Paranormal, what's up? Melissa Ewing, hey guys. Hello, Facebook user. Nikki says hello.
Cashton.
Goddamn canned yams fucked all my shit up.
Sorry, guys.
And Suzette says hello. All right. We're going to try to bring Mr. Ken Allen back here. All right.
You're back, Charles. Can you hear me, Charles? I don't know what to do. I don't want to fuck up the show.
No, you're not. You're good. I don't know what's going on with it either.
Well, if he has headphones, maybe if he incorporated headphones, if he has any.
There seems to be a lot of reverb with him.
Well, I just changed mine to my speakers. I hope that didn't have anything to do with that.
This cat.
Hi, Matt.
Are you using your headphones?
This cat,
girl.
Was in the goddamn car.
Yes, I am.
I said you guys.
I have to because I have kiddos in the house.
You got headphones, Charles?
Yep.
Maybe have him try that.
What's that?
Headphones.
He's got a pair of headphones on.
Oh, okay. thought that glasses necklace thing. Okay. I
Can
don't
both of y'all hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
And I can hear him just fine. Can our audience hear me?
Can you hear me, Ken?
I can.
Yep. Okay.
Huh. This is the weirdest fucking thing, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot with Ken. There's a lot of reverb, and it keeps going in and out.
Okay. Anybody in the audience, can you hear me?
Tara Baker says yes. Melissa Ewing can
And
hear
Melissa
us
says-
all.
Okay.
And y'all sound good here.
Says y'all sound good here. Yeah.
Who is the Facebook
Well, shit,
user?
fire. I don't know. Facebook users everywhere. That fucker is everywhere.
Right? Well, I hope not. I don't want him in my bedroom.
Suzette says, I can hear you, Ken. Okay, well, shit, fire. I don't know. Shit, fire, and save matches, as my grandma used to say.
So, Charles, what's your intake on Bigfoot?
Oh, in my opinion, there's overwhelming evidence for Bigfoot.
Thank you for calling him by his rightful name and not
I agree with
what
that.
was it?
I agree with that.
Booger something.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, my phone's up, so-
I here in Florida, I work with a team called Outcast Paranormal. And Outcast Paranormal is led by a guy named Stacy Brown, often called Stacy
So
Brown
back
Jr.
to Sasquatch.
Or
So, in my opinion, there's overwhelming evidence for his existence.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Very nice. You say you're in Sandpoint. Is it a paranormal reason or?
Oh, basically just a weekend trip. I did go to the cemetery today and kind of quiet, didn't get much, but you never know. We might do a little more tomorrow. Pretty chilly out there, so.
Yeah, it's fucking cold out there tonight.
So before we leave the topic of Sasquatch, in June, I think it's June, Saturday the 20th in the Valley, they're having what they're calling the third annual Sasquatch Roundup. It's just kind of a convention. I'll be speaking there, but they're bringing in a lot of big experts, so it's going to be really cool.
That might be something I'm interested in.
Yeah, definitely.
What was the name, Charles?
It's the Spokane, the Bigfoot. Let's see. I think it's called the Bigfoot Roundup. It's September or June 19th. Or 20th, I think. It's in the Valley. It's called the Bigfoot Roundup, I think, or maybe the Sasquatch Roundup. I can't remember which one, but it's going to be really, really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely something I'd be interested in. I love Bigfoot.
I want to go to Washington so fucking bad. I really do.
Oh,
if you ever come this way, you better party with us, because.
Yeah, if you're into Bigfoot, if you're into Bigfoot at all, Dr. Meldrum from University of State of Idaho is going to be there. He's one of the big.
Your genes.
Okay, I know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Cliff Brockman's going to be there from the TV show, and they're bringing some pretty big. Yeah, they're bringing in some pretty big people especially for this area.
Yeah.
Well, I work within Outcast Paranormal, like I was saying earlier. Can you hear me now, Charles?
I can now.
Okay, good. Babe. Anyway, within Outcast Paranormal, I work with a guy named Ryan Golembeski, aka RPG. Now, RPG used to work on the set of Finding Bigfoot.
Okay.
And he lives in South Florida. And
Oh, wow.
me and him and Stacy Brown and another guy named James Brost, we go out every so often to haunted locations. The last investigation we did together was David Eckhart. Now, David Eckhart, he lives in Pensacola, Florida, which is 4 hours west of me, maybe 3, depending on how you drive. I drive like a bat out of hell. But he's an alien abductee. All right. Without going into detail, there's some crazy shit going on there. But yeah, RPG, we talked a little bit on the ride there about the Finding Bigfoot thing, and Cliff and Renee and all that shit. You know, he had nothing but good things to say about him, except for Matt Moneymaker.
Yeah. That tends to be the typical response. Most of them are pretty cool, but some of them definitely have some issues.
Well, let me tell you a story real quick. Matt Moneymaker was in South America, swimming in a river in South America, and the locals told him, "You got to get out. You got to get out. Get out of that river, because there's like dangerous like croc alligators or some shit in there." This motherfucker poked his head up, laying on his back, floating. "Don't you know who I am? I'm Matthew Moneymaker." Okay, bitch. Okay, those fucking predators, ever, baby.
So you've worked with Stacy Brown a lot.
Live in the same town. Sort of grew up together in the same.
Nice.
The first time around, I had a party at my house. I think we were doing a little coke, but years ago, 23 years ago now. So a little cocaine, a little drink, a little smoke, and that was the first round. But yeah, Stacy, he's good people, man.
Very cool. I watched his last video project. I think it was about the skunk ape
experiment. Yeah, I was in that movie, dude. Did you see? I was the sorcerer in the end of that movie. Did you see that?
I did not. I'll have to go back and watch it.
Gotta watch the end of the movie, baby.
Is there a second part coming out?
I don't know if I should say.
No pressure.
Well, there may be, but at this point, I'm going to say probably not. But there may be. Anyway, okay. I'm in it for like maybe 45 seconds to a minute. I'm doing a reenactment.
Okay, cool.
When they start doing the EVP session,
yeah,
just watch it again. They put up a disclaimer and shit, but watch it again.
I'll have to watch for you.
You know,
it's
I
all
was
red,
in a movie once,
black robe.
I'm not allowed to talk about it.
What was that, Brian?
It's fun.
But I was in a movie once, but I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Only thing, I wish when I turned 18, I wish I'd went to California and got into those movies.
Yeah, same with me. I wish when I turned 18, I could have broke into the professional wrestling business.
Oh, well, that's not what I'm talking about, baby.
So, Charles, you guys aren't that far away from, what the hell is the name of that town? Fuck, I am drawing a blank right now. It's got the Bordello in it. It's Silverton.
Oh, Wallace.
You guys are close to Wallace. You guys want to take a trip down?
Not this time, but we've been there quite often, actually.
Nice. The bad weather and everything, I probably go out of town.
Yeah, but Wallace is a very interesting place for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Ken, have you ever heard of Wallace?
I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it. That's in Seattle, yes?
No, it's in Idaho.
Okay, well, I've heard of it in passing. Definitely don't know anything about it, obviously.
Oh, Charles, you should fill him in.
Well, it's
Please do.
if there is such a thing, a typical small town that had a lot of bordellos, a lot of violence, a lot of murders, very, very active. It's a cool place to go investigate. Brian, help me. Isn't that where the Jameson Inn is at?
Yep, Jameson Hotel is.
So unfortunately, that's closed right now. I don't know if they're ever going to try to open it up again or not, but that's one of the major hot spots. Then there's the Ryan Hotel where it's supposed to be active as well. Then you got the Bordello and all kinds of little places to go and investigate.
Yeah, there was a few other places too. The Greenlight Garage. There was a Hercules Inn.
Oh wow!
Where was this at again?
Wallace, Idaho.
I thought it sounded familiar, so and I couldn't hear it at the beginning, so I apologize.
Well, Ken, what are some haunted spots around you?
Okay, so 45 south of me, we have it's a town called Perry, Florida, Taylor County, and it's deep in the woods. Now, speaking of Sasquatch and shit, and I'll get to the haunted in a second, there's a lot. This is fucking virgin Florida shit. Okay, there's been a lot of fucking skunk ape sightings in this area. Even once you get into Perry, there's stores that have newspaper articles and shit about the skunk ape being spotted here and there, et cetera, et cetera. And I've talked to a lot of people who have actually seen it, smelt it, up to its name. But there's a cemetery there in Perry, Florida called Poor Spot Cemetery. Poor Spot Cemetery. Now, there's some graves there from like the 1800s and things of that nature. There was a very, about 13, 14 years ago now, very amateur paranormal group who was going to Poor Spot Cemetery and documenting shit or whatever. Well, the most they caught was particular grave was the little girl. People were leaving doll heads and dolls and flowers and shit like that from. Okay, fine. I went over the footage on my laptop and I fucked around with the I don't know what the color brightness, and I'm not professional in that regard. But and I'm going to send this to Brian, and I'll send it to you as well, Charles.
Okay.
There were they didn't know this. They didn't know this, and they put this shit on YouTube. There was 1, 2, 3, at least 6 or 7 non-human entities in this video, stacked on top of each other, almost like a totem pole, right?
Yeah.
Well, these were fucking oblivious to it. They had no idea, no fucking clue. So I contacted them about 4 months ago, and when I told them about it, the lead investigator, who was the lead investigator at the time, he looked at the video again, and he contacted me back, and I see it, and they unfriended me on Facebook.
Oh wow!
Like, I got the strong impression, because I am empathic, I got the strong impression that it freaked him the fuck out.
Right.
Freaked him the fuck out. So Poor Spot Cemetery is a damn good place to go. I mean, I like I said, I'm only 45 minutes from there. You guys come to Florida, I'll take you there, baby. I know these roads, honey.
So have y'all ever heard of a correlation between Sasquatch sightings and cemeteries before?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Especially down in South Florida. You go down to like Mayaca City area and stuff like that. They hang around graveyards. They're often spotted and seen in graveyards. Photos, videos. Yes, absolutely.
Well, I'm sure because most graveyards are basically forests, anyways. They're like plopped right in the middle of them. I know we have one that over here called Greenwood Cemetery that used to be a park, but it's now one of our hugest cemeteries in Spokane. I
Especially
couldn't
in
believe that it
Florida,
used to be a
they
park.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Greenwood Cemetery was no joke. That's for damn sure.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I've
they're-
seen so many things over
from the
there.
cemetery. You don't.
I think we lost him.
Uh-oh.
Are they frozen?
Who did
Nope,
you lose?
not frozen.
Oh.
Like your mom could be forced to be removed out of her cemetery plot. Because of your grandpa.
Howard Petrie.
Holy batshit, look at these beautiful people. Thank you, Howard. You're not so bad looking yourself there, fella. Melissa says she misses Florida. She used to live in Avon Park, Florida.
Hey, Avon Park. Yeah, I know where that's at, baby. Yeah, I used to live not far from there. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Nice. Well, guys, it's been 32 minutes. I think we're going to go ahead and play our commercial.
All right.
We will be right back, folks. Okay, let's try that again. Hey, Baron.
You said don't add. All right, we are back. Oh, fuck, there's Matt Barron.
What's up, everybody?
How are we doing, Mr. Barronator?
I have no idea. We're figuring that out.
Gotcha.
No, just
How you doing,
busy
Matt Barron?
today. Oh, I am doing well, my brother. Charles.
Hey,
Pleasure.
good to see you. How are you doing?
Surviving. I'm surviving.
Excellent.
And as
Beats
always,
beats the alternative.
Hi.
big hearts, guys. Big hearts. I was just backstage screwing around with some things to help the shows out and doing this and doing that. And I was like, you know what?
You have another shirt,
I'll
too.
come up and say hi.
Right.
Awesome.
So, since you've been watching the show, Barry, what are your intakes about the UFOs and extraterrestrial things?
About UFOs, honestly,
They have their
here's the thing: we have how many billions of
their
galaxies
melatonin
out there?
here. Okay.
We've got so many that
Did
we
they
are
have
still
dinner?
finding some.
No, we're gonna. They've got
Ha! Gotcha.
chili.
And the one time I forget to mute myself.
I gotcha. Anyway, no, there's just so many like billions of galaxies out there. And to sit there and to say that, number one, we are the only intelligent life, let alone the smartest, that's egotistical. You know,
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
egotistical and it's fucking ignorant.
Exactly. So I think, in all honesty, we are like the backwoods hillbillies of this galaxy, like of the universe. We are like probably one of the
That's one way to put it.
You have
So, I mean, I think that there are some maybe in our own galaxy in the Milky Way that have microorganisms, have micro life. Cool. But I also feel like that there are probably some that have a lot more intelligence. I mean, obviously look at, the news. If you follow the news at all, you'll see we are not the smartest. We are dumb. Common sense is not common around here. So I think that if there is alien life, number one, close to us, we won't even know. And I think some of these sightings are screw ups. They just, oops, sorry. Because it to me, go back to like the ancient Egyptians, the Mayans, the Aztecs, they all have these chariots that come from the sky.
Yeah.
They have these gods that come from where?
The Hindus,
sky. Exactly. So I think the reason why we haven't seen very many as much is because of technology. Whoever is out there knows that we have the capabilities to record them, so they kind of back off. Now, I believe that there is a little bit of obvious. I don't mean to get into conspiracies, but I think obviously governments do know more than what they lead on, but that's only to maintain some sort of control and some sort of peace. Because could you imagine if they came out and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, for the past like almost 100 years, we've been lying to you"?
Well, listen, back in 2003, they came out. Now, granted, it was one of those like the Sun magazine. I don't know if you guys remember that shit or not. One of those that Bill Clinton was having a homosexual affair with a male alien.
Honestly, people might hate Bill, but I love Bill. I think Bill was great.
He could play the saxophone, baby.
He was a playboy.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
We would hump.
Not to mention, he could leave a wad on girls' dresses and not get in trouble.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. There's Anthony from Texas Raid Thunders. He's starting his show's coming up here soon, too.
Yes, Anthony, I got your message and I will respond soon, my brother. Just been busy, baby.
And if I'm not mistaken, our brother Aaron Hoffman will be on tonight on Wraith World, I think. But anyway,
very nice.
No,
but speaking of aliens, check out, dude. Everybody, you guys, the audience, whatever, do some research on the Majestic 12. The Majestic 12, baby. That shit.
What is that about?
Hard and heavy, baby.
Spoiler alert, folks! It is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I just had a paranormal experience in my house.
No, that's nothing new for you, brother.
No, not really. But I brought my monster with me to the kitchen, and I come back out in the living room. The goddamn thing's sitting on my fucking coffee table.
Okay, that's weird.
I know I'm not that stoned.
How much have you smoked, Brian?
Oh, hell, maybe a bowl or two.
You and my husband would get along. He likes his bowls, baby.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So, what did you guys think of the movie E.T.?
Classic.
I thought it was great.
Yep,
The first time I ever saw E.T. First time I ever saw E.T. Believe it, I'm old. Okay, the first time I ever saw E.T. was at a drive-in.
What the hell is a drive-in?
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, Brian only knows
I
about
was gonna say
drive.
you better know what a drive-in is.
Brian
He
knows
knows
about
what it is.
drive-through. He knows about drive-throughs.
He knows what it is.
Well, so do I.
He knows I love him. He knows I love him.
Yeah.
Gonna have my tacos.
I thought E.T. was great. I thought it was
They
great.
need to remake that one. I think that'd be good with better special effects. Like just keep
It
everything.
would be
just-
hard to remake that. That's such a classic,
I know.
man. You know.
I know. Well, they're doing it to every other damn movie we have.
I know, right? That Conan the Barbarian remake was fucking horrid.
Oh, don't know.
What blasphemy!
Yeah, the new Conan was disappointing too.
So
Complete blasphemy, baby.
So what are we doing here tonight? I don't know. I've been bouncing back and forth. I've been doing like 30 different things today. At Squeakers, I have not stopped.
Well, Charles,
He just keeps going.
you have any celebrities in mind you want to talk about?
Well, here, I guess I'm in Sandpoint tonight, but in Spokane, over the years, I found out we have some connections to Charles Manson, Ted Bundy. I don't know if all them celebrities or not, but as far as celebrities staying at the Davenport, Charles Lindbergh was there, Amelia Earhart, some of the presidents, quite a few famous people have stayed there. So it's pretty rich in history.
You really caught my mind when you said serial killers. You care to elaborate?
Well, Spokane has a lot of ties to serial killers. I think it was. I'm trying to think of his name. So I mentioned Charles Manson.
Ted Bundy, maybe?
Ted Bundy stayed at the Davenport Hotel. I think it was 1973. He stayed there. And I want to say one of the other serial killers, I can't think of his name, but one of his victims is buried here in Spokane. So they've got some pretty interesting connections to some of the famous killers.
Didn't you say one had his mom here and she passed away?
Yeah, I had a coworker that her daughter lived in a house that supposedly was Charles Manson's mother's house, and she lived and died in Spokane. And when this coworker told me about it, I did a little research. Of course, you hear all about different claims, and it turned out it was true. She did live and die in Spokane, and I found her grave. It is I think it's Fairmount Cemetery. As whether if Charles was ever here, I don't know. It's possible, I guess.
Well, you would think, he'd come and visit his mom once in a while.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's not that far-fetched to think that he probably was.
We also have ties to the Green River Killer.
Really? Interesting.
And did you guys know it was Ted Bundy that snitched him off and got him caught?
No, really?
Yeah, Ted Bundy snitched the fucking Green River Killer off, dude.
Holy shit.
I did not know that.
That's
And I've
fucking
seen that
wild.
episode. I must have missed when they said that.
That's fucking wild, man. That's awesome.
And if you guys want to watch a documentary, oh my God, I'll have to figure out what channel it was on, but it was Albert Fish documentary. That motherfucker was sadistic and creepy.
What about Ed Gaines? Remember Ed Gaines?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he would cut those fucking people up, cook them in his cauldron, and he would eat them
Oh.
bitches and shit.
We had something like
Yeah.
that happen over here in Spokane. You guys know about it. You guys did this series off of the Downtown Browns edition.
Oh, yeah,
What was that?
The cannibal killer at the Pearl apartment.
Right.
Lived in the boiler room.
He would take in the homeless and offer them food and warmth, and of course, they would never see them again. Supposedly, he had some type of terror torture chamber down in the basement.
I got one for the
crazy.
I got one for the group that not a lot of people talk about in this field. What about the legend or history of DB Cooper?
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Notorious
in the airplane and shit.
Notorious, but not ever known. And
So,
I love the DB Cooper.
have you heard the latest update with the tie?
What's that?
So this guy did some kind of forensic study on this tie that was supposedly Cooper's, and they found fibers that they traced back to some type of airplane factory. So according to this fella, that's where this person at least worked. So it just gets more and more mysterious.
fucking Tanner. You know what I find interesting is, and hear me out. And by the way, Tanner, love the comment, but
Yeah.
the history and like the mystery behind it. If you think about it, there's a lot of similarities with Amelia Earhart.
Mm-hmm.
Different scenario, but
Right.
same circumstances. Just vanish out of nowhere, no trace, no nothing. And what I don't get is DB had a hell of a connection. He had a network of people, living people who were still living after the fact, but yet nobody's heard from him. Just out of
Right.
disappears into nowhere.
There have been several deathbed confessions, I think, of people claiming, hey, by the way, I mean, I don't know if we'll ever know.
How much money
There's a
was
pretty...
Couple, what was it, $2 million or $3 million? It wasn't like an astronomical amount, but back in those times, it was for them. It was a lot. It was like I think 2 to 3 million.
2 or 3 million. I can jump out of the airplane. Shit.
There's a pretty good. There's a pretty good series on Netflix about the whole. It's a fairly. I think it was last year, but
Speaking
it
of
offers
Netflix,
up.
and I don't mean to interrupt you, Charles. Please forgive me.
No, you're fine.
Speaking of Netflix, I've been watching the show called Dahmer. It's about Jeffrey Dahmer. That motherfucker was fucked the fuck up, baby. He was fucked the fuck up, Miss Hunty girl.
What I find funny is some of the like home movies of him. His grandmother literally asked him, "Oh, you're looking really slim. Are you working out? Are you doing this?" And he's like, "No, I've just been, eating McDonald's and doing my thing." It's like red flag right there. Eating McDonald's.
You're not eating McDonald's and losing weight, motherfucker. It's not gonna fucking happen.
This ain't fucking Subway. Oh wait, Subway.
But now you get a chance to watch Dahmer on Netflix. That's some fucked up shit. And it's it's the same boy who's been in all the American Horror Story shows, the same blonde boy. So, and he plays that shit good, except one thing. Dahmer was a little taller than him. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah, going back to Subway, man, I can never eat Subway again.
No, don't ruin it.
Subway eat flesh.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
When do they have bones in the turkey? What the fuck?
When I think about Subway, you automatically think of Jared. Yeah, you think of Jared,
course. Right.
And you scratch your head and wonder, I wonder if he's getting a foot long where he's at.
That son of a bitch needs to be locked up for what he did.
That ain't mayo.
Gross, damn it, Matt.
Did you order the cream of some young guy?
Do you want your buns toasted?
Here.
Welcome to the show, folks. Tangents everywhere.
We're nasty. We're nasty people. We're fucking nasty. I'm the worst. Y'all ain't even seen half of them.
People.
I'm just warming up. I have Unholy
I'm just
Trinity
kidding around with
tonight,
you
so
guys.
I'm just warming up.
Yeah, you're used to Howard and his nasty self.
Mm-hmm. Love you, Howard.
Charles, if you have a very sick sense of humor, I would really suggest Paralinks and watch Unholy Trinity and Petri Dish.
He ain't lying.
We don't want to
man.
scare you
Those-
away. We don't want to scare you away, Charles. We don't want to scare you away. But you know, we're nasty. We're fucked up in the head, and we're perverts and shit. We talk about dicks and pussies and jizz and anything that comes in between. Oh,
Now that was an innuendo.
Exactly.
The question.
Welcome to the show, everybody. 53 minutes in, and how you doing tonight?
It's either going to be a happy subject, or we're going to be like all ranting at the same time, and it's still the same thing that we talked about before.
So, Brian James, are you still happy that you have me on?
Absolutely. You know, I'm still waiting for you to take a trip up here so you can tickle your balls on my head.
Oh, I'm doing that, baby. How about my shaved anus?
Oh.
Yeah, see, that's what he's about. That's what he's about.
Well, you wouldn't get the nickname Drunken Tickler for no reason.
I know. I was thinking about that.
He's going to kick me. He's going to kick me.
I was thinking about that tickler shit. I was like,
Brian
what
James
can he
went
do
quiet
with
on that
what,
one.
I was like, what? I was like, what can he do with his tongue? Oh, tickler piece.
I've gotten very vocal, Brian. So on some things.
You filthy animal, you.
Poor Charles. He's like, what the fuck?
This one.
So Charles, how can someone get a hold of you if they need an investigation done from you?
I'm of course I'm on Facebook, Charles Howard Johnson. I'm also run a little project called Anomalous Investigations. You can just message me there, or you can email me at let's see, it's Charles Johnson 0907 period CJ
Give me this thing, guy.
at gmail.com. But probably easiest just on Facebook.
You get four of the
You and
people
I are
doing
friends
this
on
thing, guy.
Facebook. I sent you a friend's request. What was it, like 5 days ago?
I'll have to check it. I don't know.
Well, dude, that picture you got on there is so goddamn intimidating. I was like, I don't know. Should I click? Should I click send a friend? Should I click send a friend? This motherfucker looks.
Okay, now I need to do some research. What is this?
Yeah, the first time I met Charles, it was phenomenal. I was running the tour at the what mansion was it, Charles?
Corbin.
The Corbin Mansion, and him and his wife were on the tour, and man, me and him got to talking, and then we got to investigate together, and I'm telling you, Charles, you're one of the most phenomenal dudes I've ever had the pleasure of working with.
Well, same goes for you. We've had some good times for sure.
Absolutely. Except for when, you know,
I've noticed you have a southern type accent. Where from?
Yes.
Florida, baby.
Born and raised in Kentucky.
Kentucky.
You ain't
Appalachians?
lying.
Part of it, yes.
Yeah.
Ken,
Yeah,
you
because
ain't
my
lying,
father's from that area.
Okay.
You ain't lying. Holy shit.
I love, of course, the creature known as Bigfoot there. Part of Kentucky, anyway, it's known as the wood booger. So I'm pretty proud of that.
I've heard that. Absolutely. I've heard that.
I
So
don't
you
like
know
that
about
name, the wood
fire-
booger.
Giant fuzzy pogo.
You know about fire talkers and shit. My
Bigfoot.
father used to tell me, think thank the infernal gods that he's still alive. But my father used to tell me about the fire talkers, people in the Appalachian area. They're called granny witches, or they did granny magic, and I have some of that on my father's side. But anyway, they could talk the fire out of your body when you got burnt. Yes,
I've heard of the granny
Fire
magic,
talker.
but not the fire talker. That's interesting.
Yeah, my aunt Ruth, she got burned, like 3rd-degree burns all over her back. They thought she was back and her legs and all that shit, her ass. What they thought she was going to die. So my grandmother, my father's mother, brought in a local well-known fire talker. He was doing shit with his hands. My father was doing shit with his hands, and he's speaking a different language or whatever. And he was basically talking fire out of her, and she completely fucking healed with no scars whatsoever, dude.
Very interesting.
That's powerful sorcery, baby.
Yeah,
Powerful
yeah,
sorcery.
for sure.
That's crazy. You know, I once burnt my finger on a lighter, and I found out how to get rid of the scar.
What'd you do?
You put ice on it.
That's fucking great, man. You motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Fire hot.
Hey, you know those scrunchies that women wear?
Mm-hmm.
Princess knows. And you take one of those, you wrap it around, you fuck, you jack off. It's 10 times better.
I was waiting for it.
Never going
There it
to
is,
look
baby.
at a scrunchie again the same way. That's why my hair is short.
Hey,
I'm going to look at my
I carry
wife's scrunchie
scrunchies all the
tonight
time.
and go, hey, I'm going to have a little fun tonight.
I need to borrow
I
your
don't-
scrunchie.
I don't need you. I have your scrunchie.
You're so 21st
Where did all my
century,
scrunchies go?
Hey, I could teach you guys a lot of shit, baby.
Uh-huh. I believe it. I believe it.
And that's why I'm glad to have you as a co-host, buddy. Hey, before we end tonight's podcast, you guys, I want to play you guys in the audience something that is near and dear to my heart. As you guys know, I lost my father in 2006. He was my best friend, my whole world. And when he died, my uncle gave me a CD. Because you see, my dad, my grandpa, and a couple of my uncles used to all get together and play guitar and sing to grandma, and grandma would record it. So after my dad died, my uncle sent me a CD, all of them playing. Well, somehow I was able to manage to take one of my dad's songs and put it on the internet so I can have it to download on stuff.
Cool.
And I'd actually like to play that song for you guys if you're interested.
Definitely.
Go ahead, baby.
Oh, it's so nice to be sound. Well, the proclamation was issued today by the government of the USA. Up to 99 years in jail for illegal possession of sale. Oh, well, they think they're right when they're wrong. I guess they've never been stoned. Well, it's so nice to be stand alone. Well, it's so nice to be stoned. No concentration of riot gas, they can't stop you from smoking grass. Listen to me, people, when all said it's true. Marijuana is good for you. Marijuana is good for you. Breathe deeply.
Very cool.
Very nice, brother. Very nice.
Nice. Beautiful.
I've been waiting so long to share that with people.
Here's my thoughts, Stina.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, my shoes so I can take them off.
So, Mr. Charles Howard Johnson, is there anything you would like to add before we call this podcast tonight?
Well, just be looking for in June. I think it's June, Saturday the 20th, the Bigfoot Roundup in Spokane Valley. I'm going to be there speaking on the paranormal and the paranormal connections to Bigfoot. But they're bringing in a lot of big speakers that are pretty much the foundation of some of the Sasquatch activity and research. So I encourage people to check that out and check out Anomalous Investigations. I do a lot of spirit box and ITC work right now, so that's basically what I'm doing.
Cool.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. We need to get
For sure.
Squiggers. We need to get him on the paracrew.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I'm
Awesome.
still your guest. I'm still your guest tickler. Yeah.
Hey, that's all right. You're really gonna want to steal my guest next Friday.
Uh-oh, teaser.
Okay.
We are bringing on the one, the only Rick McCollum.
I remember you saying about that.
We have a show dedicated just for him.
Very nice.
Yes, indeed. All right. Anything else you guys and ghouls want to add?
Thank you all for having me.
Thank you for coming, brother. You look great. Your knowledge and wisdom with regards to the Sasquatch. I almost said skunk ape because I'm in Florida. But
Right.
Anybody want a hug? I'm going.
Make sure Dobby in the bench.
Take care of our doggies, okay?
I apologize for my background noises. So
You're good, sweet. All right, guys.
Bless you.
I'm gonna go ahead and kick y'all in the back and end the show. And
Well, before you do,
guys wanna
Brian, I just have one thing I have to say. Last fucking word.
fuck you, Baron. Fuck you.
I got something I need to say, though, Brian. I do have something I need to say. Everyone in our audience, and Brian and Charles, because Princess, it might be hard for you. Please learn the art of autofellatio. You'll love it.
Yeah, they eat them.
Where do we find it at?
Seriously?
Yeah.
You learn how to suck your own cock. Autofellatio, baby.
I always figured you have
Pornhub
to
is
take
great.
out
All right. Y'all have a good night. Thank you all.
Good night,
Thank you,
y'all.
Charles.
All right. See y'all later. Bye.
good night, guys. Thank you for having me as well.
Good-
and I
good night,
appreciate all
baby.
of you.
Good night,
Nice,
baby.
sweetie. Well, Mr. Ken Allen, what a fucking show tonight, huh?
I really enjoyed that. It was fucking awesome, and I hope I did not scare our audience off about the autofellatio. But hey, any man that can do that shit will love me for telling him about it. Because if you can do yourself, you don't need nothing else in this world, baby.
Hell yeah. And that's how you clean your house.
Right?
Oh, that was great.
I am honored and I am privileged to be the co-host of Brian James for Hollywood Hauntz, baby. I really am. Thank you, Brian, with all my heart. All bullshit aside, thank you, bud.
You are very welcome, man. Madman 2018, Bubba, thank you for playing that song. You're welcome, man. That's my sister's ex-husband. He knew my dad quite well. But yeah. You gonna be here next week, right? Ain't scaring you away? You ain't bored yet?
Fuck no. Dude, I work with demons. Why would I be scared of you, baby? Besides, your head turns me on.
You never know. I could be the nightmare of your dreams.
Bring it on, sweetheart. Oh. Hey, before you close us out, hang on a little bit, okay?
All right.
All right. Thank you, each and every one of you, for joining us tonight on Hollywood Haunts. I try to sound like a game show host, but I don't know. We greatly appreciate it. I'm Ken Allen. That's Brian James. It was a great fucking night for our first show. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for supporting us. We love you, nothing but love, babies.
Hey, it's like Meatloaf said, brother. You took the words right out of my mouth. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for tonight. You have a hauntingly good night, a ghoulishly good day, and we'll see your asses next week for the one, the only Rick fucking McCollum.
Okay.
Love y'all. Peace.